Hello, guys, and welcome back. Hello, guys, and welcome to the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are here to celebrate a milestone we have reached as a channel. And I'm really grateful that it took us this long to get where we are now. So I'm here to talk about everything that was happening in the Premier League. We have a lot of things to cover. We have a lot of things to talk about. The Premier League is heating up. Arsenal back at the top. We need to talk about that. What are the Arsenal fans feeling? And this is my first, I think this is the second stream that we're doing here on the Facebook channel, and we are going to be doing more of this as we go forward. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, guys. How are you feeling, and how does it feel to be at the top of the league as Arsenal fans? Are you hoping that maybe tomorrow Manchester United do you a business? Because they are going to be hosting and they're going to be playing Liverpool tomorrow, and if United either draw or beat beat Liverpool, then that is going to be a very good win that you got at Brighton today. And we need to talk about how Arsenal are just, this team refuses to allow any team to score them. Because before we get to anything that we can talk about concerning these games, I just want to give you this, and this is very important to me, guys. We started the Football Connect in 2020, if I remember so well. This was just a channel that came out after a recent exactly after Liverpool had lifted the Premier League for the first time after 30 years. So I was always somebody who was adamant about talking football. So if you look, there is a YouTube channel in the links where we have always been, and we have always been doing nothing but talking football. But because of the excitement, I was able to bring up a team with me that I work with. Other ones are United fans. The other ones are Tottenham Hotspurs fans. You're gonna be able to see them here if we continue with this live stream. So if you guys enjoy this live streams on Facebook, let me know. So because this could be some of the things that continues for us as we go forward. We have reached 100K, something that I never thought would happen, but it has happened. And I'm really grateful to each and every one of you. Anyone, yes, I'm talking you. If you have you have been one of the people who have been liking, subscribing, following in either of the platforms that we're in, because we are on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, as well as Facebook. So we are everywhere, even YouTube, where the main channel is. So we are always every day of the week doing some football analysis, talking about what is coming ahead. If you check our YouTube channel, there's a lot of things that is there, but we are grateful over because of how we have grown as a channel and the milestone we have reached. We are really grateful. So we are here to talk about football, and I want to make it a calling show, by the way. So I'll be putting a link in the comment section if you are interested. If you have something that you want to say, maybe you're a Tottenham Hotspur supporter, maybe you're a different team supporter, you are welcome to join us as we talk football here, because that's what we do each and every day. And I'm really excited. So there's a lot of things that has happened in the world of the Premier League as well. We're going to talk about the Bundesliga as well later on, but the most important thing that has happened is in the Premier League. For starters, Manchester City started with the day with actually leveling points with Liverpool. 2 goals from Kevin De Bruyne. Haaland scores after a long period of time. So many people have been making jokes about him that he has lost his touch and he can no longer score. He's back again and is in the scoring sheet, as well as Oscar Bob, who have scored. The interesting thing that I've heard about Oscar Bob that I need to tell you is that he is the number 30 teenager who have scored a goal in the Premier League. It looks like this season has been one of the seasons that so many teenagers have actually featured in the Premier League. So it looks like it's going to be going so high. So it's exciting to talk about it. But all these things are some of the things that we're going to be covering as we go on in this show. But the most important thing we need to talk about is Arsenal are now at the top of the league. How did they do it? Man, they did it in style, not allowing Brighton to even have a chance of scoring. And I have to say it, I have to hold my hands up, because if you have been following my content for such a long time, I've always been critical of the signing of David Raya to Arsenal. Now, Arsenal has 5 clean sheets away from home. I'm not talking about being at home, but away from home, they have 5 clean sheets. That is a huge thing. These guys are doing something that I've never seen. They are, we have this level in the Premier League. They're just making the bar higher than anything that I've ever seen. We saw them playing last week at Man City. And I have to say these things because if I don't, nobody will do it. The way Mikel Arteta approached that Manchester City game, for me, it was one of the things I've never seen in a while because he was able to defend like Diego Simeone as well as control the game, even though he didn't have the ball, control the game like what Jose Mourinho does. And you would ask yourself, isn't he a Pep Guardiola student? But somehow he has grown and he has matured in this game as a manager. And as you can see, his team is maturing with him. They have matured so well that they can handle any pressure that comes their way. Now with Declan Rice being at the mid, standing up and defending and clearing out any danger that comes out, they're just making it so easy for the likes of Saliba and Gabriel Jesus. By the way, we have to admit this is the honest truth. Gabriel and Saliba are the best center back partnering that is there in the Premier League. And if we don't really recognize this, if we don't talk about it, then we are very wrong because these guys are doing some of the things that we have never seen. In 2024, after their Dubai trip, by the way, you have to understand this, they have not yet lost a game. They have not lost a game. They're beating teams with some crazy margins. They're setting up new world records, things that we have never seen before from an Arsenal team. But it's exciting because they are making it so easy. So today they were playing against yes, they were playing against Brighton in a game which, I thought that maybe Brighton were going to give them a game, they were going to try to challenge them. But somehow, when you look at the stats that this team are presenting each and every time in the game that they play, they always offer something exciting that, you have to go back and look at it and say that, is this exactly what this Arsenal are going to be doing until the end of the season? Because I have to tell you the truth. It's really, really scary. It's really, really scary because if they continue like this, with the movement that they're moving, like with the pressure that they're doing, it's crazy. So look at the stats. Let me just look at my screen where I'm showing you here. So they've played, and of all the other games that they've played, today they are so comfortable to play a game without even the ball in their feet. They're comfortable to allow the team to do whatever they do, and they don't even bother themselves because that's how good they are. And it's crazy because they keep doing this thing, and it looks like it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Look at the stats. Brighton had all the control of the game. They were running the show. They were doing everything that they can. And Arsenal were just comfortable with 45%. But of that 45%, that got them to win the league. That got them to win the game. That got them to control everything that they were doing. So it's really, really amazing how they're doing. They only had 7 shots on target, and of those 7 shots, 3 were goals. The penalty from Saka, the Kai Havertz goal, and as well the Trossard goal. By the way, Trossard should not have really celebrated. He's going back to his former club. So, doesn't really give that good vibe. He's really showing that he left it there on a bad space. But anyway, let's not talk about that. Look at this. Look at the passes. Look at the tackles. Look at how they are just running the game. So Brighton, if they're leaving this game, they're going to be like, okay, we ran the show. But who won the game? You might run the show, but who won the game? Because Arsenal are leaving this game with all the points that they need. They're leaving this game with everything set. Now they focus on Bayern Munich in the Champions League because they've already won the game. So these are the small little things that people, or the little details that people don't really pay attention to. But these are the things that are making Arsenal one of those teams that are going to really, really run the show, that they're going to really separate the people because they are not allowing any team to have a chance to score against them. As well, vice versa, when they attack, so many attacks that they do, they will make sure that at the end of the day, they get a goal. At the end of the day, they get a goal on target, and that is it. It changes the whole outcome of the game. And they did it today. Look at them. They were not even controlling the game today. But Mikel Arteta has really built something special with this team that they're now comfortable to do anything. They're not afraid of hurting teams. They're not afraid of putting pressure. And it's all working so well for this team. And I have to say, which has to be really my honest truth, I'm really, really surprised, and I'm really, really enjoying game of Arsenal. It might not, maybe it was never really that exciting in the game against Manchester City, but as a team, This team has really matured to become one of the best, and I'm telling you, they will go far. I'm telling you, they will really go far. They still have a milestone to go. They are enjoying putting so much pressure on Liverpool, which is something that I'm going to talk about. Remember, we have the biggest game, Manchester United versus Liverpool tomorrow. So just hold on to it. We're going to get into it. So I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of Arsenal's performance? What did you think of how they were controlling the game? What did you think of how, in fact, they got the job done? Because that's what they did. They just got the job done. So do me a favor, if you are enjoying this, let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Which team do you support, and where are you watching me from? It's always important to know where all the viewers that are here, where they're coming from and what you're saying. So let me know in the comment section as we continue. So Arsenal, job done in the Premier League. So tomorrow they sit down and they watch Liverpool, because Liverpool have to deal with Manchester United. But we'll get into that. Let's talk about Man City, because Man City have leveled the points with Liverpool. Like I was saying, as you can see them, they've leveled the points with Liverpool. And it's very, very important to talk about this, because even the goals, they've already cut short so many goals. Now they're just a few goals away from Liverpool, which I think is really important in this title race, because I starting to believe that this title race will be decided on the goals if it continues the way it's going. Imagine at the end of the day, or in the last day, all the three teams, they are leveled on points, and they need they need the goal difference to be the differentiate that gives the title to the other team. It could happen, because we've never really had a title race like this one, and I'm telling you, so many people who have been watching this title race, they're enjoying it, and so many goals that Arsenal are scoring as well. Liverpool then, because I have not really enjoyed what my team are doing. But Man City, they're starting to do that. But there was something that happened in this game, and I think it's very, very important to talk about. The referee, when it was 1-1, when we were about to go to halftime in the Man City game, because it started it was a half 1-1 at that time, there was a foul in the box of Man City in a situation. It was supposed to be a penalty for Crystal Palace, but somehow the referee decided to not even look at it, and the VAR did not even look at it. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, we saw Chelsea getting like challenges which are even less than this against Manchester United just 2 or 3 days back, and the Premier League is allowing decisions like this to get away. And this is a team that is in the title race, and they're getting away with murder. How is this going to, in a way, affect the Premier League? Because now I'm coming here and I'm talking about robbery. I'm talking about how the Premier League is affecting the whole entire thing, because we need fairness to happen. Because if we are ever going to be honest in the Premier League, so many decisions that has gone on against some of the teams, so many teams are going to suffocate at the end of the day, because they've been hard done in terms of the decisions that are being made by the referees, in terms of the things that are happening, because it keeps happening each and every day. And I just wonder, will it ever come to an end? Would we ever get to a point where we feel like there's that fairness? We said the VAR was going to help us to make decisions easier for the referees, but here we are still talking about it. Here we are still worried and complaining about how the VAR is affecting us in the Premier League. Now I wonder how far this will go. But anyway, let's talk about how Man City played today, as they went to Crystal Palace, and in a game which finished Manchester City 4, Crystal Palace, 2. There should have been 3, but it was 2. Like I said, a penalty which was not given. City scored 13 minutes, and it was scored by Kevin De Bruyne in one of the goals that I'm going to call a worldie. The way the guy hit that ball, the way he was able to control. I've seen that Kevin De Bruyne a long time ago, but it looks like he's back. He's enjoying his football now, and he's really there to hurt the teams, and he's really there now to start causing chaos. But it continued. Then before we were about to go, remember, by the way, 4 minutes, Crystal Palace scored, then Man City scored, so it was leveled. Then, like I've already talked about the VAR situation. Then Oscar Bob, coming into the second half, scores a goal which started to actually separate the two teams, Then From then, it was City all the way. They ran the show. They did everything. They were controlling the show from start to finish. And that's what helped them to win this game. Haaland, the one that Roy Keane was making fun of, remember he was saying that he plays football like a League Two player. Today, he scored a goal. So I think the whole internet will be quiet about it, right? I don't think so. Never goes like that when it comes to the Premier League. They want him to be consistent in the way he's playing. They want him to do so. But today I saw a startup, something that was interesting, a video analysis of how Pep Guardiola actually wants to use Haaland. He doesn't want him to be the player who holds on, player who controls things and what. He actually wants him to play the way he is playing. For him and for what is happening, it's actually okay the way he's playing. So we're going to be really complaining about how he's doing, how he's not helping the team, how he's really useless in a game if he's not scoring goals. And most of the times it happens that he doesn't score goals. So I don't know how the situation is going to play out like, but Haaland has to find his way. Haaland has to find the way that works, and we will have to respect it because he will score goals no matter what. And today, when you look at it, he did. That's the reason why they were where they were. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out. But he has scored. He has increased his goal advantage. Ollie Watkins has come close. I think now it's one goal different because he scored 2 today. So that is going to be interesting when I talk about the game that they played. So I don't know. This is the title race, people, that we are here talking about. Now I'm going to talk about, so the last game that is going to give us an idea of how match week 32 of the Premier League is going to look like is going to be played tomorrow. It is going to be Manchester United versus Liverpool, where we get to understand where the two teams are sitting and how whatever that is going to happen in this. So I'll be really there to actually watch, and it's going to be exciting. So let's move on from that as we look at the other previews which happened during the day where we were watching so many games. So the other games which were played, which I'm going to try to do a quick run over, is we saw Aston Villa playing against Brentford in one of the games that I'm going to hold on to because it was exciting, people. I enjoyed this game from start to finish. Aston Villa should have won this game. They scored the first 2 goals earlier, 38 minutes and 46, and I'm like, these guys are running away with the top 4 spot. They can still control whatever that happens in the top 4. Remember, there's no that difference between Aston Villa and Tottenham when it comes to the top 4. I'm going to show you when I'll be showing you the league later on. But Aston Villa, I thought they were running away with this game. It felt like they'd done everything that was okay, and I enjoyed it. Everyone were excited, and I'm like, okay, this team is really there, and they're at their own home ground. They have made this place a fortress. I know in the recent weeks it has not really been the same, but they're still doing so well. Then this happened. 59 minutes, Brentford scored their first goal. 61 minutes, they were leveled. 61 minutes, they were leveled. 8 minutes later, after 7 minutes later, they were 3-2 on top at Aston Villa. It felt like that's where the game was going to. Aston Villa were confused. They tried to fight. They did everything that they could, but they were running the game. They were on top. And I'm like, okay, does this mean the game is over? Does this mean it's over and Aston Villa are just giving up on top 4 like that? But no. Ollie Watkins, they had the last to say with one of the goals that I advise you to go look at that goal again. The way he moved his head to try and position himself to head that ball. It was unbelievable. I've never seen something like that. Go check it out. I'm telling you, it's there. Twitter, everywhere, even on Facebook, you'll find it. It was a good goal. The goalkeeper got disturbed, I think, with his own defender, and he allowed the ball to go to Watkins. And from then, we'll just talk about, the rest. Go check it out. So it ended 3-3. But there is a problem that happened that so many people did not really notice. If you notice that Douglas Luiz received a yellow card, which was his number 10. Yeah, it was his number 10th yellow card of the season. And you might wonder, why am I talking about that? Because he got that yellow card today. It means he will miss the Arsenal game next week. It means he won't be able to feature on the Arsenal game because that yellow card stops him from going to that game. It's gonna be something that I don't know how they're gonna do to try to find the way, but I think he's going to regret it because it will affect him. It will affect him. It was supposed to be an easy game. They were supposed to just run and riot and hit the game and beat Brentford. Brentford have not really been that good. They played the whole game without even Tony. Tony came in the last minute, but somehow Aston Villa had to make it a game for us. Maybe it was for our entertainment, the ones who are watching, and we are not really interested over the results, but they made it so difficult for them, and they are going to suffer from it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of what's happening here, and who's going to finish in the number 4 of the Premier League? Tottenham Hotspurs are going to be very close. If they win the game tomorrow against Nottingham Forest, they go to that position. It's exciting times, people. It's exciting times, and I'm enjoying the Premier League. We are in the running of the Premier League. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The other games which were played, which is very, very important to look at, is we saw Everton beating Burnley in a game that I don't really want to talk about how the goal was scored, because I felt like it hit the player who scored it at a place that you cannot talk about on the live stream, if you understand what I mean. You cannot talk about it. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin has scored a goal which has helped Everton to end their 13-match winless run. They have not won a game in the past 13 games until today. And the goal which was scored, the way it was scored, nobody will ever come here and want to talk about it. That's how crazy it is. But they scored the goal. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how it went in. They did score the goal, and which is very important. It will help them to move on to the next level. The other game which we saw today as well, which was very, very important, was Newcastle versus Fulham. In a game that Fulham scored a goal and it was denied of that, but it was a good game either way. They played so well. Bruno Guimaraes was the decider, and that's why maybe he has been voted as the man of the match. He scored a nice rocket, which was a good goal, and I'm telling you, they'll talk about that as we go forward. Then the Hammers went to Wolves, and the Hammers came back with a victory. 2 penalties were the deciders to make this game level, but the Ollie Watkins, the James Ward-Prowse goal, I think it's going to be the goal of the season. This guy decided to set the ball exactly at the corner, hit the ball from the corner spot, and it went straight inside the 18 area, and it went straight into the goalkeeper's net. So this guy scored the goal at the corner kick post. Don't you think that deserves to be the goal of the season? Tell me anyone who's going to score an amazing goal like that. So that's what won West Ham's goal. Wolves did score a goal in the end, but the referee had to cancel it out because the player was standing in front of the goalkeeper and he was disturbing the goalkeeper, and the referees have to follow the rules. If you stand in front of the goalkeeper, you'll be sacked, you won't get the goal, and that's what happened. And at the end of the day, we are here talking about a West Ham win. That's what happened at the end of the day. So many players did not perform really today in this game, like the likes of Mohamed Kudus. They did not really perform to the level best we are used them to do. But at the end of the day, they got the job done, people. And I think at this moment in the running, what matters are the points. How you do it, it doesn't matter. It's only the points. I was telling you, look at this. This was the corner kick. This ball, you won't believe it as you are looking at it on the screen. That goal went in and became the goal that I think I'm calling the goal of the week. It has to be the goal of the week because it was from the corner spot. Look at the goalkeeper. Look at the goalkeeper. Looking at the goal going in, and there was a player standing exactly at that post, but he could not stop that goal from going in. That tells you the power and accuracy that this guy was really trying to do. And what makes this even worse is that he meant it. I watched it again and again. That guy meant to hit that ball from that position and score from that position. That is crazy. In the Premier League, that is crazy. But we are here, and it's really been exciting, people. I cannot wait to see how this goes on. But like I'm saying, let's talk about the last game which was played today before we talk about the big one, which will be the end of the segment. Luton Town at home against the informed Bournemouth, a team that has been running the show, a team that has been doing so amazing things. Luton Town invited this team and they showed them who is boss at their own home ground. And I'm never going to repeat how important this victory is, because this victory could be the victory that saves Luton Town and actually help them to remain in the league. And with what I've seen from them, I myself, and maybe I'm only speaking for me, I want Luton Town to remain in the Premier League, because I felt like from the teams that came from the relegation, that came from the Championship, this is actually a team that wants to do something good. This is actually a team that has actually a mission, which I feel like they deserve to keep going forward. And it's just going to take, I don't know, Nottingham Forest to be beaten, Nottingham Forest to be beaten by Tottenham Hotspurs and them continuing to win. If they win another game, even another game going forward, I'm sure Luton Town will stay there, and it's going to be amazing to see how it goes. So I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think about the performance, and what do you think how the thing is going to go like? Because they deserved it the way they played to the Luton Town. They deserved it. I told you, or if you have been watching me on the Football Connect on the YouTube channel when I was doing the preview of this game, I said this, and it was very important. I said Luton Town has to take advantage of these teams that they're playing with, especially at their own home ground, because I feel like at their own home ground with their fans, with that closely packed stadium, they know how to hit teams. They know how to hit the teams and how to get the goals and how to get the games that they deserve. And today, I think it was one of the days which they actually did that. So I don't know. I'm not really sure how far they're going to go, but I'm really excited over this team. And I hope that Luton Town remain in the Premier League. So people, the moment we've been waiting for, we are going to talk about the game of tomorrow. In a game that I have already done a preview of, I've already tried to build up of it. If you go check it out, it's there in the Football Connect. Go click the like button or the link that is in the bio. Go check it out. I talked about this. Manchester United host Liverpool at the Theatre of Dreams for the second time in less than 4 weeks. For the second time. The first time when we were there, yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. The first time we were there, we lost it by that Amad Diallo's goal, which was scored in the last minute. I remember it like it was yesterday. I hated that game. I hated that game because I felt like we allowed Manchester United to make this game a rugby match. We started to play like it was a basketball match. And I think that's where, as Liverpool, we lost it, because we made it so chaotic to a point that Manchester United were thriving in the game and they were able to hurt us. They really hurt us the most, and we suffocated from them, and we have to go back there. They've already taken the hope of us winning a quadruple, taking us out of the FA Cup. This is the moment where Liverpool needs to respond. This is the moment where Liverpool has to respond. I don't know how much I'm going to have to scream this. Liverpool have to respond. It's very important for my health, and it's very important for this title race. Look at what Man City has done. They're leveled with Liverpool. Look at what Arsenal has done. They are 1 point on top of Liverpool. We need to respond. We need to win the game at Old Trafford tomorrow. But I don't think Manchester United are going to make it easy for Liverpool. I don't remember any time we've ever gone to the Old Trafford and they made it easier for us. I don't remember. And I'm really excited over what's going to happen there. And I'm really excited over how the game might actually turn up. I'm really excited of how everything that might happen as we go forward with this game. But I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Who do you really think is going to win this game? Because I've never been afraid of predicting a game, because sometimes when I'm too confident over this, especially this fixture at Old Trafford, it always goes against my prediction. I predicted that we're going to beat them in the FA Cup. Yeah, we are out of the FA Cup. We are not going to Wembley. United are at Wembley. They're going to be playing a team that is in the championship. They can even go further and even win the FA Cup. In a season, we are saying Erik ten Hag was the worst of his. This was the worst season for Erik ten Hag. He has an opportunity, a chance to actually be in the final of the FA Cup against Man City. That is the team that I'm going to be playing with tomorrow. That is the team that Liverpool will be playing with tomorrow. And I cannot stretch the importance of this game in the decision of the Champions League, in the decision of the Premier League title race, where it goes. Because Arsenal, the reason why they were celebrating by the end of the day today, after they finished the game against Brighton, because they know that Manchester United are never going to make it difficult for Liverpool. And we are going to have to step up. We have to step up. We have to show up. Because if we don't, I don't even want to know what's going to happen there. But I have to say, I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really excited over what's going to be happening, people, because I know my team can step up. And also, I'm going to tell you this, United fans, if you didn't know, if you're watching, there are some injuries in your team. Yes, there are some injuries in your team, people. So what that means is that you may not actually have that team that you're hoping will stop Liverpool, because Varane is injured. According to what I've heard, Lindelof is injured as well. I also heard that Evans is injured, but he could be the surprise package that comes back. I've also heard of so many players that are out. So I have no idea how the game will go on. Like, I have no idea who's going to win at the end of the day. But I know my team. I know how we need to step up of this game. And the only thing that I'm really worried about when it comes to this game, how is my front line? How is Mohamed Salah? How is Darwin Núñez? How is Luis Diaz? How are they going to step up at Old Trafford? How are they going to do? Because, to be honest, the head is really lost at United. They are going through what we call a head loss. We saw it. We saw it against Chelsea. We saw it again against Brentford. Brentford came back into the game, in a game which they did not deserve to come back. They did. And now we saw Chelsea beating them in the last minute. So you have to take advantage. You are Liverpool. You are at the top of the league. Oh, we were at the top of the league. Arsenal are now at the top of the league. But you were at the top of the league for a reason. This season has not gone the way you wanted, but you have worked so hard to be where you are. And I'm just hoping that Salah turns up, Diaz turns up, McAllister turns up, Szoboszlai turns up to at least give me a victory against Manchester United. For me to keep holding on to the Premier League hope that I have as a Liverpool fan. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think is going to happen at Old Trafford? Who do you think will win the league? What do you think is going to happen if you are looking it from outside in as a fan or as a Football Connect supporter? How do you see it going? I want to know in the comment section. And people, like I said, this is going to be happening more often. More live streams are going to be coming. We're going to set a date. It's going to be a call-in show. So what that means is this. Starting from the next show, we'll set up the topic that we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to put on the link either in the comment section where you guys can come in, connect into your mics or whatever you do. You can actually come in and maybe just decide to not show your face, but you come in to talk, because I want to hear what you guys think about the title race. We're about to be reached to the end of the title race. How do you see it going? So you are all welcomed to join the Football Connect live. We are going to be doing this once a week, every week, starting this week. As you can see, it was a milestone thing that we had set up that it was going to start after we reach 100K subscribers, followers, 100K followers. I'm forgetting that, so sorry for that. 100K followers. So you guys, now you have your chance to actually show your voice. And if you are good, I'm going to be taking some of you. I'm going to create a group chat where you guys join me in, and we will be talking in the Football Connect on YouTube channel, where we're going to be doing live streams, analyzing games, and doing whatever that it takes, because we are here for it. We want to enjoy football as it comes. But let me hear what Mr. Kotler had to say here. He's saying that it's going to be a tough one, but Liverpool got this. Liverpool fan, respect, sir. I want my team to win tomorrow. I really want Liverpool to win tomorrow, because if we don't, It's gonna be a long one. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a long one. But I'm excited. I'm really, really excited because I feel like for the first time, because the reason why we lost the FA Cup, I always tell people the reason why Liverpool lost the FA Cup is because we underestimated our opponent. We thought United were never going to turn up, and on that day they did. But this time we will know what we are here for. We will know what we need. We will fight for what we believe. And I feel like if we do that, if we give everything in that game, I'm sure we are winning the game. We are winning the game easy, and we will be putting the pressure back on Man City and Arsenal. Because I'm telling you, Arsenal has been the most informed team in the Premier League, and they are coming for it. They want to win this league, but we have the upper hand. It's all in our hands. We are left with about 8 games. If we win all of this, the league is ours. The league is ours. That's why the Sheffield win was so exciting, especially the way we did it. By the way, that goal by McAllister was one of the goals we are going to be talking about for some time and some time to come. But anyway, I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, people. What do you think of today's games? Tomorrow, we have other games that are being played. The big one, I think tomorrow I'll come back live again. Tomorrow I'll come back live to revisit and talk about how the game went in. Remember, it will be Liverpool versus Manchester United. Manchester United versus Liverpool. We'll talk about how the game went in and the other games that are going to be played. Remember, Tottenham are playing Nottingham Forest. And with Tottenham Hotspurs, they now have control over where the top 4 goes on. I want to show you this before I go out of the stream, which is very important. So look at my screen. I'm going to share with my screen with you guys. So this is it. Look, let's go we want to look at the league, how it's looking like at this moment. So I want you to see why I say Tottenham could actually enjoy this season better than what we're thinking. Because as we speak right now, Tottenham Hotspurs are just, how many points? They're just 3 points away from Aston Villa. But look at something. Aston Villa has played 32 games. Tottenham Hotspurs have played only 30 games. So because of that, if they win their 2 games in hand, they are leveled and they go on top of Aston Villa. So that's why the Aston Villa draw against Brentford was not really ideal for them, because it's going to cost them. It's going to cost them that opportunity to be in the Champions League, to be confirmed and logged in for the Champions League. It will cost them big. But looking as well at the title race, look at it. Liverpool have just dropped to number 2 because Arsenal are now on top with 71 points. Liverpool, if they win the game at Old Trafford, they go on top with, it will be 73 points. And trust me, I need those points. But you Arsenal fans don't need it. Man City fans will be seated down. They'll be watching this game. They want to see Liverpool losing. Trust me, they want to see Liverpool losing, because if they lose, it gives the opportunity, gives them the control over where the title goes. I don't know. I'm really, really excited over where we go. Let's go down to our relegation. So with that win that Luton got against Bournemouth, they've moved on level with points with Nottingham Forest. But what's killing them is that -20 over -14. So what happens is this. If Tottenham Hotspurs beat Nottingham Forest maybe by 6 goals to 0, they're going to be leveled, which means Luton goes on top of Forest. Or maybe 7, you never know. Tottenham Hotspurs are a team that is full of confusion. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out, to see what's going to be happening here. But we are here for it. We're going to be enjoying every single thing that happens in the Premier League. Look at Chelsea, very, very close to Manchester United, and they have so many games. If United don't win against Liverpool, it means they remain at 48, and Chelsea, if they win, it means they'll be just within 2 points away from United, with still a game in hand, but that game in hand is against us now, so you never know what happens with those games. And West Ham, with that win, they're level with United as well, but they've played so many games than United. Man City are close. Every team they have moved on to a better position, if we are going to call it a better position. The other thing that we can look at before we go out of this is the stats. Haaland has scored a goal, which means he has moved on to 19 goals Oli Wapping is just one goal away from him, which is 18. He scored an amazing goal, by the way. I've already talked about it if you're just joining us now. And in terms of assists, it looks like Pascal Gross is running the show. Trippier is just behind them, and Oli Wapping, they all have 10. Mohamed Salah with 9, Julian Alvarez with 8. Then the other ones comes in. Rodri there were so many passes, and Raya with more clean sheets. The reason why he has more clean sheet is because Arsenal just refuse to allow teams to score against them. And I don't know. That's why the Bayern Munich game is going to be exciting in the Champions League this weekend. So I'll be here tomorrow. So we're going to be talking about what happened between Liverpool. We will be talking about it because we'll be reacting after the game. So we'll come back tomorrow late at night tomorrow after all the games have been played. We're going to be covering everything that we need to talk about. What your thoughts of the games? And I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you're enjoying, do me a favor. You'll be liking the video. You'll be subscribing. And like I said, it's going to be a calling show. So it means tomorrow when I come in, I'm going to put on a link. So be ready to join in if you have something that you want to talk about. It might be that you want to talk about Arsenal. I'll be here to talk with you and maybe we can argue about it, debate. You might want to talk about Liverpool, like my mate over here. I'll be here to talk about it and we'll debate about it, as well as United and any other thing that comes in. So click the like button, subscribe, and also follow Connect. It seems like we're going to be going higher and higher. I've been your host, Sam, and we will see you again tomorrow, people. Thank you very much for the 100K. I feel humbled. I'm so humbled and I don't even know what to say to you guys. You have been amazing. I remember when I had my first follower. I remember when I had my first 10 followers. I remember the way I was excited when I reached the first 1,000. 5,000 became so fast. 10,000 took like a country mile, but 100. We're in the hundreds, people. I have no idea how that happened. But here's the face, and you're going to be seeing other people joining and the people who works behind the scene on the Football Connect to give you the content that you get every day, the small videos, everything, every post, keeping you updated with the news and everything that is happening. We are all here, and you're going to be hearing us here talking about everything that is happening in the Premier League. And if you're excited and if you're enjoying it, we are here for you people. So thank you very much for watching. And like I said, if you want to be a part of the Connect, take this opportunity to come in and call in so that we hear how comfortable you behind the mic or behind the mic or even on the live stream. We want to hear what you say, and maybe we might actually take you and become one of the people we work close with and try to build this community. But thank you very much for watching. This has been the Football Connect. I've been your host, Sam, and we'll be back again tomorrow talking about the title race. I'm out. Like and go click the link that is in the bio. Go subscribe to the Connect. I'm out. Peace.